Well, hello everyone. Today is Wednesday, day after Hurricane Day. And just to let everybody know, we fared very well. My little slice of Florida, we were definitely spared. We kept our power the whole time. I didn't lose my internet. I don't know what happened. Elon kept it going. Normally we get a little rainstorm and I have no internet, or the power goes out, or, you know, they just can't keep up with it. But we did good. Now prayers go out to those who didn't do as well, that, you know, that weren't as lucky as we were. We were very fortunate. So we were very thankful for that. Little AC update. They came and fixed it on Monday. I had one really great night's sleep, and it was broken again Tuesday evening. So I had approximately 26 hours of luxury with my AC. Now, because of the storm, we have to wait for them to come back. Now, mind you, this already costs like $2,100 to the air conditioning company, $400 for my window shakers. Thank goodness John didn't pull them out of the window, because I'm back to those. So, yeah. All right, let's move on. So, we are here today for a couple of things. First, we are going to do a tester appreciation for all those who joined in and tested my Hedgehog pattern, which is now available in my Etsy shop. So I sent the pattern out to 10 people, and 9 people returned feedback and or pictures of their finished hedgehog. So with those pictures, I kind of put it together a little bit. Some people told me what kind of yarn they used, some didn't. Most people told me if they had any issues with the pattern, you know, and so I was able to make a lot of corrections in the formatting and what have you. So first, we're going to show off everybody's work. And first up, we have Sheila and Mo, and they also share their temperature blanket with us. And speaking of temperature blankets, I am super behind. I have not forgotten about it, but until my air situation is worked out, I cannot have that thing in my lap. It is too big. I will probably end up being a full month behind by the time they get the air condition going. But anywho, so we have Sheila and Mo, and it's a mother-daughter. It's, my tripod is sinking. Hang on. What's up with that? That was so weird. Okay, so it's shrinking again. Why is it doing that? Okay, so I don't know what was up with that, but the tripod was like slowly going down, and I was like shrinking. So now it's really tall and I feel awkward. Okay, so anyhow, so we have Sheila and Mo. They are a mother-daughter duo, and one of them used Style Craft Chunky, and the other used homespun, home-dyed wool. I think it's shrinking again. Why are you doing that? It's definitely sliding down. Okay, so we had Sheila and Mo. It's a mother-daughter duo, and one of them used Stylecraft Chunky and the other used homespun, home-dyed wool, and they both turned out really cute. From the picture, it looks like acrylic yarn. So then we had, oh my goodness, this thing. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but my tripod keeps just like shrinking. So let's try this again. So then we had Amelia, and Amelia helped me out a lot with my avocado, and hers turned out really cute. Now, by the time Amelia was able to get started, because she started classes and stuff this past week, I already had done a lot of revisions on the pattern based on feedback that was coming in. So she was able to give feedback on the corrections, and she said everything looked great. So hers is really cute. Then we have Hoffer. Only a picture, no feedback or anything like that. And it looks like acrylic yarn. Up next is Tina. She used chenille homespun, a 5.5 millimeter hook, and 16 millimeter eyes on her little guy. Very nice. Next is Emma, and Emma also used the chenille home slim yarn. Then we had Beth. Now Beth liked it so much she made two, and she used her creative license and added some little eyebrows. I thought that was just like the cutest little addition, but she made two. Aren't they nice? Then we had Cindy. Cindy used Himalaya Dolphin Baby and Premier Just Chenille. Another little cute one here. And Allison, she was the first person to finish because I don't know, I didn't give anybody a deadline, so some people rushed and some didn't, and Allison was the first one to finish. And she also used her creative license and put a safety nose on the little guy, and I think it just looks adorable with it. And we have, last but not least, Crafty Sue, 519. She did hers using Dollar Tree chenille. So I would like to say a special thank you to all 9 of you that helped me out here. It is greatly appreciated, and I think they all turned out just super, I'm not saying that. They all turned out just wonderful, perfect. They are just perfect. So, in all the things that have been going on in the past few days, so we're trying to get ready for the storm that thankfully we were spared from. And I was able to make just a couple of items. So I will show you those here. The first thing that I made is this little chubby cow. Now I tried making him before, and you could kind of see a piece of him right over here, and it's ginormous. And I have all the parts made, I just haven't sewn it all together, because I was like, this thing's huge, what am I going to do with it? So I tried using the Bernat velvet that I ordered, and it turned out much more of a reasonable size. The only thing is, like, I didn't have all the right colors, but you know, you can use any colors you want. So this is kind of like a mustard color for his little, what do you call them, horns. But he is a little chubby cow, and this was one of the first patterns that I purchased, and like one of the last ones that I'm actually getting around to finishing up making. But I like how he turned out in this smaller thing. So Jenna was looking at it, and she says, where's his tail? So I had to add a tail. So I think I might have put it down just a little too low. Like I might take it off and move it up a little bit, you know, because on a real cow, they come up off, like off their back, not out of their, you know what. So we have the little chubby cow. And then this was another one. Well, no, I just recently bought this pattern, but I've been looking at it for a while. And this one is called Swim Shady. It is a dolphin, and you work from the tip of the nose all the way to the tail is one piece, and then you add on the little fins. Now, if you are like new to doing these like I am, or fairly new, and you want to learn like how to do shaping and stuff, this pattern would teach you a lot about shaping, because I was like, is this gonna work? Will this really work? Because you'd start off like doing a decrease and then working around and you're doing an increase, then you're coming back around and you're doing a decrease. It was just really odd, but it worked. And I mean, like the fins, the way that was done, I was skeptical, but it worked. But so we have Swim Shady in Parfait Chunky in one of their shades of blue. So that was number 2. So I made the cow, and then I started that. Then I set that aside because, you know, it was the fins and I had to sew them on. And I decided that I would take that take that Easy Cat pattern and see how it would look in acrylic to make some little keychains or bag charms, whatever. So I did 2 of them. And these I actually was sitting there making Monday while the AC guy was here not doing his job. So they are, you know, still kind of a reasonable size, but I think they're the perfect size to be like a bag charm. And I didn't have to change anything on the pattern. I did use my little bobble trick, and that's how they turned out, using a Premier Basics and a 4mm hook. So then I pulled out another pattern that I had purchased that I hadn't got around to making yet. And this is a garden sprite. Now, the pattern didn't give it a mouth or the little blushy cheeks or eyebrows or anything. And it used more of a tannish brown color for the skin tone. But I'm like, this is a little plant. It's got like a tulip type flower for a hat. So I did it in 2 shades of green. And why not? So then I added the eyebrows. I used slightly bigger eyes than it called for. And gave it a mouth. And that's how she turned out. She's not real big, you know, but she's cute. And I'd like to tell you that this is no-sew, but that's not true. You have to sew on the arms, and then, which is not a big deal, especially on something this small. Then the hat part is made separate, and you put it on the head, and then you stitch around to keep it on the head. So it's not no-sew, but it's not a hard sew. So you got that little cutie. And then, now you would think, this one I made yesterday while we're kind of like waiting to see if anything's going to happen from the storm. Like, that's the worst part about these things, is waiting and waiting and waiting. And then usually they hit in the middle of the night, and then you miss out on, I guess if you're sleeping, you miss out on being freaked out with all the creepiness of the storm. So that might be a good thing. So I did the garden sprite yesterday. And then last night, because we're still waiting, and I was like totally wired and couldn't sleep. So I was like watching one of the live streams on YouTube that had to do with the storm. And I'm like, nobody's saying anything new. Nobody's, oh, I'm going to try and go to bed. So I finally was able to go to bed and fall asleep. But before then, I decided to make a couple of more keychains, and these are little chili peppers. Now they are inspired from Katie Being Creative has a free chili pepper pattern on Instagram, but she used different yarn, and because I was using the Parfait Chunky, they came out really small. So I just kind of used her pattern as a guide and did changes as I went to get it to come out to a fairly reasonable size. So we have the 2 chili pepper keychains. And that is all I made. So the cow on Sunday, started the dolphin, set it aside, worked on the 2 Easy Cat keychains on Monday, went back and finished the dolphin Tuesday, made the garden sprite and the 2 chili pepper keychains, and today is Wednesday, if I have my days right, because I don't know. I don't know. But anyhow, we survived the storm. I might survive my AC, and we will just keep on crocheting. So hopefully, guys, we will see you over here in the next video, and I hope you guys have a pleasant day.